Hi guys, Vivian's here, postcard from Cebu. I love you, baby.
Hi guys, so what's up with Vivian? I just returned from the hospital. Um, I can't tell you how I can't tell you what it's like seeing my wife laying in that hospital bed, losing her hair from the chemo, and losing the vision in her left eye from the blood clots that are being formed by the cancer. It's devastating. It really is. I have no way to describe how I feel. I'm just heartbroken. I really am. And you guys know enough about Vivian. She's the sweetest thing in the world, and I just can't believe this is happening to her. This whole cancer business, cancer is just freaking devastating. I tell you guys, I've seen family members go through this before, but in those cases, I wasn't as closely connected to it as I am now, because I'm there with her all the time, talking to the doctors, and they're in a quandary about what to do to defeat this thing. They really are. She got a round of chemo, but the cancer keeps causing blood clots in her. By the way, she's in stage 3 cancer right now. You guys have seen enough of Vivian to know how sweet she really is. And Vivian's dream, she's related this story to me before, back in the 80s, I guess, when she was a young girl. She had a pen pal that was an American, and it was her dream to marry an American and come to the U.S. And at that time, she was kind of young, and the guy actually asked her to marry him, but she turned that down, just because she was a little too young, and maybe her father thought so also. Later on, she was married to a Filipino and raised 3 kids, and she's had a pretty good life there, but her husband passed away, and then I met her, and I'm glad I was able to fulfill that part of the dream for her, to bring her to the U.S. It's just devastating that the poor girl has been hammered by this cancer thing. One of her other dreams was to see Paris, which I would love to take her to Paris, so she can see the Eiffel Tower and those things. And I'm hoping that that with the medical technology available today, we can get her to the point where she's stable enough that she can make the trip, and I'll take her to Paris and she can see the Eiffel Tower. We were married back in January of 2016, and I get my health care from the VA, and so at that time I was not signed up for the health care that's available through my employer. But since we had started the immigration process for Vivian and everything, I signed up for it, and they told me, open enrollments in November, sign up for the health insurance, add Vivian as a dependent, and I did all that, and her insurance became effective January 1st, 2017. The problem is that when she arrived in December, and I'll put a link in this video to the video of when she arrived in December 8th, 2016. She was here for a couple of weeks and started complaining to me that she was feeling dizzy. She was losing a lot of blood vaginally, she had menstrual bleeding. And when she told me she was getting dizzy, I figured she had lost way too much blood. So I took her to the ER, and there they found the cancer in her uterus. They did an emergency, and I believe I've explained this before, but they did an emergency hysterectomy, took some of her lymph nodes, took her ovaries out, took her appendix out, and after that was sent out to biopsy and came back, she was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer, and the oncologists tell me that it's a very, very aggressive cancer. So since then, she has made 3 trips back to the hospital. So this is her 4th in as many months, December, January, February, and now March, that she has been hospitalized. Since the first one, each time she's been hospitalized due to complications caused by these blood clots. And the blood clots are just wreaking havoc on her, including the fact that she now is losing vision in her left eye because of the blood clots. So we're asking for help. We're asking for help. Her bills are mounting up, and the bills from December, unfortunately, she's on her own for those. Not to mention the co-pays for the stuff that is covered in January, February, March, but still the entire bill for the December hospitalization, she's on her own for, or we are on our own for. So we are asking for help. I've set up a GoFundMe account, launched it on Facebook yesterday. Thank you very much to Jim and Mark, who have already made donations to the fund. We appreciate that. So you understand, Vivian and I have set up a totally different checking account. The funds from GoFundMe go into that checking account. Will only be used to pay for Vivian's hospital bills, nothing else. In the hopeful event that we raise a lot more money than we do need, any excess of money will be donated to the American Cancer Society. This thing is just cancer. I mean, I had no idea, to be honest with you guys. I had no idea just how devastating cancer is. And I am just heartbroken to come to learn just how bad, just how insidious this disease is. It boggles my mind. So you also understand, I have skin in the game. I'm also trying, matter of fact, I funded the checking account with the first donation of $100. I'm also funding co-pays and things like that. And I'm also have some guitars. As many of you know, I'm a guitarist, and I have guitars that I've collected over the years. And so for anybody that has the means and are willing to donate $1,500 or more, and assuming that you're in the U.S., I will, on my dime, ship the guitars to you. So I have a Gibson ES-137, a American-made Fender Telecaster, and an American-made Paul Reed Smith PRS guitar, Strat style body guitar. And in another video, I'll show those guitars to you. And if you're so inclined to make a donation of $1,500 or more, I would be happy to send you that guitar. Anyway, guys, that's where Vivian is. That's what the story is. Prayers. Please pray for her. And I thank you. Thank you very, very much for any consideration that you have, donations or otherwise. I thank you for your prayers. We very much need all the help we can get right now. Anyway, guys, as always, up there somewhere should be Vivian's pretty face. Click on it to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you join us. Feel free to leave comments in the comments section below. Please keep them appropriate and don't kick a guy while he's down. All right? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.